The Kia EV6 burst onto the electric vehicle scene last year to much media fanfare. The Fisker Ocean has been in the works for a while, but in November of 2021, Fisker revealed more details of the production model. While these two may look different, they're actually incredibly competitive. In this video, I'll compare the exterior, interior, tech, performance, and pricing of these two EVs and show you how. The Fisker Ocean and the Kia EV6 might seem like an unlikely matchup. The biggest reason for that is how they look on the exterior. The Fisker Ocean is instantly recognizable as an SUV. It's got a tall profile, long hood, and a straight-through roofline. Even though it's got smooth corners, its boxy presence is still very much what you'd associate with an SUV. On the other hand, the Kia EV6, which Kia is marketing as an SUV, doesn't come quite across as an SUV. It appears low-slung, has a short hood, a fastback sloped rear window line, and comes off looking more like a station wagon or crossover. But despite those differences, the dimensions of these two cars are within 3 to 4 inches of each other. Essentially, they're both in the compact SUV class. With Henrik Fisker being a car designer, the Ocean has some really nice styling. It's got slimline lights front and rear and a muscular stance. A textured panel, rear diffuser, and a high ground clearance give it a rugged feel. The EV6 goes for a more aggressive styling. The front has flared out LED daytime running lamps that Kia refers to as the digital tiger face. A black accent line runs along the base of the side of the car and then rises up to meet the rear taillight, which arcs across the back, integrating itself into the rear spoiler. A floating roof and busy 5-spoke wheels finish off the flamboyant look. Now on the interior, just like the exterior, these two may look different, but actually share many similar concepts. The obvious difference is in the infotainment clusters. Kia uses a large curved screen with two 12-inch screens, one for the instrument cluster and the other for the infotainment. Fisker follows the route set by Tesla with a large 17.1-inch tablet in the center and a smaller 10-inch instrument cluster. A novel feature of the Ocean's tablet screen is that it can be rotated into a landscape mode so that you can watch movies or play games when parked. Fisker calls this Hollywood mode. Another difference is also what Fisker calls California mode. With the touch of a button, the sunroof and all windows, including the ones in the cargo, are dropped to create an open convertible feeling. In contrast, the EV6 only offers a traditional sunroof. But aside from these couple of differences, they both are using very similar ideas. Both use slim, lightweight seats, and upholstery choices include vegan leather in both. Recycled materials, including those made from recycled fishing nets and PET bottles, find a home in the cabin. Also, when it comes to legroom, both cars offer very similar dimensions. What's also similar is the tech in both cars. Both offer a highway driving assistant, which will maintain speed, distance, and center in lane. What's unique in the Ocean is the use of a digital imaging radar system, which Fisker claims it is the first to bring to market. Other features that are also similar are ones like over-the-air updates, vehicle-to-load and vehicle-to-grid capabilities, lane change assist, and 360 surround view. A unique feature that Kia gets is an augmented reality head-up display. Both the EV6 and Fisker come in a small and large battery size. Fisker hasn't revealed the actual battery capacity, but it appears to be around 80 kilowatt hours. In the US market, the smaller battery EV6 will come in only two-wheel drive, whereas the larger battery comes in both two-wheel and all-wheel drive. With the Fisker, the Ocean's smaller battery will be two-wheel drive, whereas the larger battery comes with only all-wheel drive. But when it comes to motors, here's where we see a little bit of divergence. The Ocean's motors are on the powerful side. In fact, the Ultra and Extreme motors in the Ocean are close to the high-performance GT motor in the EV6. Fisker leaves a big gap in motor performance where typically EV manufacturers tend to offer models. We see a similar difference when it comes to range. The Ocean appears to go quite a bit farther than the EV6 when it comes to range for the larger battery. Keep in mind that we are comparing EPA ranges for the EV6 against manufacturer estimates for the Fisker Ocean. But even so, the differences are quite large. When it comes to towing, the Ocean also beats the EV6. The Ocean also offers an off-road mode, so presumably it has some off-road capabilities, although what those actually are remains to be seen. So with more power and range and towing capability, it would appear that the Ocean would have an edge on the EV6. But hold on, the ace-up Kia sleeve is the maximum charge power. With its 800-volt architecture, the EV6 can handle a peak charge of up to 240 kilowatt. It's unclear what the peak charge power of the Ocean is. Earlier reports had it at 150 kilowatt, although more recent reports have speculated 250 kilowatt. I reached out to Fisker to clarify, but they haven't responded to my request. So that's a little unknown right now. What we do know, however, are the Kia EV6's prices in the US. Just released a few days ago, the starting price for the smaller battery rear-wheel drive model is $40,900, with the larger battery costing about $6,000 more. All-wheel drive adds another $4,000, and trims go up from there. We also have prices for the Fisker Ocean, and they're certainly undercutting the EV6. With these prices, it would appear that they're delivering more horsepower and more range for less money. Fisker claims to be able to achieve this price advantage by outsourcing major capital-intensive functions like the manufacturing, delivery, and servicing of the vehicles. We don't have pricing for the EV6 GT yet, but I estimate it would be around $70,000, putting it right in competition with the Ocean Extreme. But what we don't know is the detail on how well the base Oceans will be equipped at these prices. We will need to wait for more pricing detail to do an apples-to-apples comparison. And we will have to wait a while. The launch edition of the Ocean is expected to start production in November 2022 and the base trim Sport a year later in November 2023. The EV6, on the other hand, has already hit the roads in parts of the world and Performance GT is expected soon. So we'll have to see if Fisker can stick to the prices they have advertised and how competitive the cars are with the EV6. So which one would you buy? The Kia EV6 or the Fisker Ocean? Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like me to compare the Fisker Ocean to another car, let me know the name of that EV too. Please give the video a like, share your comments below, and subscribe to the Driver Download.